or known as John Ringelstetter on YouTube. I don't know how it shows up. But today, that's what we're going to be doing today. Right now, I'm going to go to the base. Don't let me check what level I am in the Dark Zone. Don't know how to do that yet. Intel? No. Inventory? Anyways, I think I'm like level 10 or 11 in the Dark Zone right now. Last night I went with my buddy A-Bear. I've talked about him before. Pretty cool dude. Yeah, we went into the Dark Zone and we got fucked. Not gonna lie, it was not a good time, but we got some pretty decent gear. It's just the only thing is that we can't really buy anything from the vendor yet because we're not level 30. But we're slowly getting there. We did some what are those things called? Uh, Not evacuation zones. Basically, I'm just gonna call it that for right now. But we did some of those with the helicopter. It comes down, put the pack up top, it takes it away to your inventory at the base. But yeah, we did that. It went pretty smooth, except for the fact that number one tip for Dark Zone, if you want to get your shit out of there, first off, you want to make sure there's no actual players that are going to kill you. You want to be nice to them. Don't disrespect them. Don't do anything like that because they will probably be a higher level than you if you're just starting out in the Dark Zone and you will get shit on. It's not a good time, but yeah. Number two is probably there's going to be enemies there and they're not your basic enemies that you play against in like basically the campaign mode, I'll say, or that aren't in the Dark Zone. They are extremely hard to go against because they're mostly all purples with armor or orange or yellow with armor, and then there's probably maybe some bigger enemies there too. So you want to take those guys out before you shoot up your flare to get the drop for before you put your drop up and send it to your inventory. You want to take all those guys out first because if you go in right away, shoot your flare, and there's enemies still there. I mean, if you make it through and you survive, good for you, good fucking job. But if not, they're probably gonna kill you, and then you're gonna have to spawn probably pretty far away to where then you're gonna have to come back, grab your gear, and then do the thing again. And that's just a pain in the ass, and you don't want to do that. So make sure you take out all the enemies first before you go and shoot up your flare. Um, yeah. So I mean, my point of view, I really like the Dark Zone so far. It's extremely it's hard, which I like. I mean, I like the challenge of, if I want that gear, I have to challenge and go against all these other really hard enemies to get that gear. And some of them drop some decent stuff. A lot of them, I mean, so far I don't even think I've gotten any pink. I mean, yeah, most of this stuff is just stuff that I've bought. And also, I've learned that if you are a low level, you don't really want to go to the vendor right away. You want to save up all your money that you can get. You want to save it all up because the thing is let's say, okay, I just started out. We'll go with this classic M44, but mostly you want to kind of junk all the stuff that you have. I haven't ever junked anything yet to where I don't know fully what happens. I mean, I could probably junk my let's see. I don't really want to junk any of this. Let's see if I got any secondaries I can junk. Nope, fuck me, right? Let's see if I got any of this stuff that I can junk. I don't think I do. Because last night I basically cleaned everything up before I got off. But so what I've heard, I've watched some IGN videos trying to get some tips about like what to do because they are paid to basically play this game, and there's a lot of other people that are out there that probably have better information than I do, but I am just trying to help out, I guess. But I guess junking your stuff and then uh I think what it does is it gives you extra parts for like mods and whatnot. So you want to junk your stuff. You don't want to sell it because the thing is when you sell it, when you sell a weapon right away, the price of it is not going to be as good as later on in the game because the higher you progress in the game or the more you progress in the game, the higher or the more money you'll get for selling something. So I meant if you could put it in your inventory, in your inventory, and possibly put it in your stash or something like that, then if you go back and grab it later and sell it, you're gonna get more money out of the deal. So, let's go and well, right now for my stuff that I have the AUG A3 Para XS. I don't even know. I just call it the AUG. As you can see, it does 1,228 damage. It's a boss gun. For right now, for me being a level 16, it's just the bee's knees. I love it. It's a good up close gun. I wouldn't say you could really snipe anybody with it. I mean, it is a fucking AUG. It's a submachine gun, but it's very powerful. Clip is 25, which I don't really like because the clip goes away just like that, to where then I should probably put let's see what mods I got for this. I mean, right now I have the heavy magazine spring just because critical hit damage is 13%, rate of fire is 12.20%. So I mean, that's pretty good, but with the extended mags, I mean, it puts it up at 30, which I might do. But also another thing that I've learned is DPS is good. Yes, it's awesome. DPS is always good for a gun, but you kind of want, like, for your primary, you want a good DPS gun, but I meant with mine, I already have a good damage gun, but the DPS is fucking crazy. But that's just damage per second, and so hey, what's up, buddy? Um, I'm doing my broadcasting right now, so if like I'm just yeah, I think they can. They should be able to. But yeah, I have 0 viewers. It's all good. But I've already started like a series on this. So if you wanna go watch my other 3 videos, you totally could. Okay. So with my AUG, I meant the DPS it's good, but I meant if you want to do a lot of damage against big enemies, you probably want a better damaging gun compared to DPS, because I meant look at this classic M44 carbine. It does 4,000 damage compared to my AUG that does 1,000. Quick. Actually,
Gotta see this. Step right up and take a look.
I don't have enough money to buy that. Yeah, I think they should be able to hear you, Kyle. Because I set it to where you got, like, I don't know if it did my broadcast. Well, if I end up talking to myself, I don't really care. With all my viewers that I have. Are you watching right now? Oh, okay, cool. Does it look alright, or is it pretty... Wait, what's that? I could later, like, after I'm done, like, I'm gonna play this for a little bit, and then I got some brewskis that we could drink if you want. Oh, okay, that's fine. Do you have an extra fishing pole by chance? Because I don't know where mine, I think I might have gave it to you actually, or let you, I don't remember. Unless it's at Jake's, but I don't think, yeah, because I don't know where it's at, and I know it's not at my apartment. But okay. Do you have class today? Yeah, that's the way to be.
Remember, watch your back out.
Yeah, if you want to come over, that's fine. Okay. Alright, back to what we were talking about, but yeah, so DPS is good, but damage is a lot better if you're in the dark zone, or if you're at a high level anything, because I meant DPS, that's mostly just saying, hey, it fires a lot faster, but I meant, again, with the damage, 1,000 damage compared to 4,000 damage, and when you're going against those heavy armored guys, the damage is, you probably want more damage because it kills them faster. And if you get a headshot on one of those guys, in the Dark Zone, the purple guys that have the extra armor, it's going to be hard to get a one-shot headshot and kill them. But, I mean, it will help a lot more if you have that. And then, ooh, that's not fucking... I might sell this gun. Or, actually, let's see. That's actually not too... I'm going to equip this bad boy. Oh, shit, I didn't want to do that. Okay, we'll put that as my first... There we go. Alright. Yeah. I mean, a lot of the time, if you're with a group, it's always good to have a sniper, just in case if they go in front of you before you go and, I don't know, do like a little side mission type of thing or something like that, just to get loot. It's always good to have a sniper, just so you can stay back too and cover your friends and whatnot, just to get like headshots on big enemies and whatnot, and make sure that the enemies aren't pushing your friends too much to where they get killed and then you have to go revive them. It's a pain in the ass. One thing about the Dark Zone, though, is you should... Going in by yourself is okay. I mean, it's fine, but you should always... If you're a low level in the Dark Zone, you should always have a friend with you before you go into the Dark Zone, because there are spots where enemies will straight up fuck you up, and it's a pain in the ass to... I mean... Yeah, you can always go back and try it again and then pick up your loot that you dropped and just get out of there, but it's just a pain in the ass to even do that. It's just a pain in the ass to go in there, do a little bit of work, kill some enemies, get some loot, but then the thing is in the Dark Zone is if you die, your loot gets dropped, and I think other players can come up and pick it up, so, I mean, it's a pain in the ass, and that's another reason when you do your evacuations or whatever those are with the weapons and the shit that you have with the helicopter, it's always good to have friends when you do that, because there's always going to be a lot of enemies around there. Unless they're already cleared out, then that's cool. But, yeah, because the thing is in the Dark Zone, it's not in the, like, in regular campaign like I am right now. If you die, you don't lose the shit that you have, which is always nice. But I think, and you have 8 slots for the Dark Zone, and that's all the shit that you can grab before you have to go and get it out of there to put it in your stash. But you have 8 slots, and so if you fill that up to 8, and then you go in and try getting it out, but then you don't take out the enemies, and the enemies kill you, all that shit gets dropped, all of it. Nothing, like, you don't get to save anything, so where then you have to go back and grab it again, and it's a pain in the ass. So that's why I say you should probably try taking out the enemies if you can do it with a friend. That's why I went into the Dark Zone with my friend last night, because I knew I was not going to be able to do it by myself. But, I think, since I don't really have any money, man, I could go do some of these harder missions right now. Actually,
let him go.
Yeah, it's a level 16, 18. I might go around and do some encounters quick just to level myself up, or I can just go in and do this. I might just, you know what, fuck it, we're going. I'm going to level my guy up quick before we go into the Dark Zone, so I might do one of those missions to the right of where I'm fast traveling right now. Just so I don't go in and get completely fucked. And with the Dark Zone, it has different levels of... Yeah, it has different levels of... It basically kind of tells you, like, where you should go and where you shouldn't go. Because I think the first, like, little section of the Dark Zone is 16 to 18, and then it's 18 to 21 or something like that. And so...
You are now entering a safe area.
Let's go check this out. So if I back out here... So, on the right top-hand corner, as you can see, the first part of the Dark Zone, it says DZ bracket, player bracket. That's kind of just saying, that's where I would be placed in the bracket. And so, there's different, let's see how I can explain this. Ah, shit, I can't really explain it that well. I'm gonna be totally honest. My way of putting things is a little bit different than others, and I bet you there's other videos out there that share better information, but yeah, as you can see with the Dark Zone, and like it says 01, and then there's O2, and then there's O3. So that kind of just says like the different zones that you would be put in or you should go. Because with this Dark Zone 01, it's a level 14 to 16. I'm level 16, so it's all good. And then I'll be placed in the DZ bracket 15 to 19 level, to where the enemies are going to be harder, but I don't really care because that means they'll drop some decent loot. And it's always good to go and kind of test your limits when you go to any missions, really. If you do a hard mission, usually you'll get better loot than doing an easy mission. And then it goes 15 to 16, 16 to 18, 22 to 24, 27 to 29, and then 29 to 30. And again, in my last video, I fully didn't understand like what the max level was, to where yeah, if anybody could put in the comments or whatever what the max level is. I haven't really researched it yet to where I don't fully know. And I know they're coming out with more DLCs and whatnot, to where they're going to probably add levels, to where that's awesome. Because I watched a little bit of IGN's videos, and they have like 5 DLCs that they're coming out with. And one of them I thought was the coolest was
Now we're exiting the safe area.
I think it's like might be the last DLC, where they're going to basically add new enemies into the game. But okay, let's go do this little mission right here.
Okay, Agent. Those reports of Riker's activity on Lexington just checked out in a big way. A JTF team confirmed that's where their HQ is located.
Yeah, right before they got grabbed off the street. You need to get my people out. Those cons aren't known for their restraint.
And
Just saw an enemy over here.
To eliminate the Riker's leadership. Let's take advantage of it.
Where the hell did that dude go? Oh, they're over there. Let's go through here. Alright, let's push up. Oh shit, was that an enemy right there? Fuck it, let's go take out these dudes. Another good thing to do when, for like, honestly, for your, abilities, I would definitely equip the radar and try to upgrade that, because let's go check this out. So with this radar, there's different mods that you can put on it, and this is like your basic one, sends out recon pulse that marks hostiles and allies through walls and covers. It's really useful. Hey, it's really useful when you have the recon pulse or the just basic pulse, because it helps you find enemies a lot more. And then you got your this pulse, let's read this. The pulse has increased range and is capable of locating nearby loot containers. That's really good in the Dark Zone, because there's a lot of loot in the Dark Zone that you can get. And then this is the one that I have. It's a tactical scanner. Damage is increased when attacking any hostile targets identified by the pulse scan. You could have probably grabbed that chair and just put the... Oh. Alright, let's go. I'm getting shot at. What's that? Yeah, I'm gonna grow out my beard like hardcore now. God damn it. Get behind cover. I might actually just end my broadcast, because like I don't have any viewers. It's not that bad.